All right, evening everybody. So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing some back testing. I've noticed something on the charts where I haven't necessarily been able to get in, but I've been able to predict where does the price wants to go. So I've started looking up at single candle order blocks. So here's kind of the basis for me using them. Single candle order blocks going to be used for continuation trades primarily. Um, and I guess you could say for quote unquote reversal trades after there's some form of a sweep of liquidity. The most important thing here is a sweep of liquidity, and this is going to be a secondary model to my inverse FEG model, which has been working pretty well in terms of understanding where price is going and whatnot. So I've already kind of done a month of price here. Hold on a second. Uh, I don't know what this is, but I've already done a month of price. So it should be Tuesday, October 31st. So I've gone through all of the October pretty much, and today I'm going to go through all of November, or in this session I'm going to go through all of November. Um, Same parameters, 9:45 start trading, and finish trading at 11 o'clock. So I think that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say. So let's just kind of walk it through. Time is this? This is 10:49. Oh yeah, so this day is pretty much done. In theory, this no, nothing here is a trade. This one, in theory, is technically going to be a trade short. Um, I don't know where else is actually a trade. They do present themselves, but they're very few and far between. So let's actually start here, next New York session. So where is it the price is going? Clearly straight to the moon, straight to the moon. So my job is to look for some form of a continuation trade from this, right? So 9:45. Okay, cool. News at 10, so I don't trade until news gets tapped. So let's just go to the news, which is here, right? Okay, cool. So now then, what is it that I'm looking for? As of right now, I really don't know. I'm technically, in my opinion, I'm still looking bullish. Let's look out here. Yeah, well, we did just sweep some form of liquidity, which is Wednesday at 4 o'clock. I'm still looking bullish. So let's see what happens. For me personally, this should be a trade, right? Why? We sweep liquidity. This is the lowest sweep. This is the single candle or a block. We close above. This should be a trade. Stop below the low. If we get stopped out, then we got stopped out. Cool, fine, don't really care because I'm just testing the model because I want to see exactly if this is something that makes sense to implement into my trading or not. Target the two standard deviations of that, like so. Place order. Is that right? Oh wait, no, it's not. Place order. Place. Let's see what happens. Great. So we got a good push. I'd definitely be at least break even at this point and probably 50%. I do like taking some form of liquidity again because it makes sense to do so. uh, Taking some time with profits, not liquidity, some form of profits because it makes sense to do so. I mean, if this thing turns around here after we've just swept this high, right, and then goes and takes me out, see, it's taking the high, I'm going to be pissed. And I didn't take any money off the table, I'm going to be pissed. So, yeah, that's kind of, boom, there we go. So yeah, that is essentially how the trading is going to essentially go. We have some form of safe liquidity. It's a continuation trade. We're not reversing from anywhere. We're looking to go higher. If it were that I wanted to take this trade with an inverse FEG model, there's absolutely nothing here for me. There's no form of trading in this particular leg as of yet. And it kind of allows me not to have to wait for potentially an inverse FEG when there is something that makes sense that can be traded, right? So yeah, that's one trade down. Will there be another? I don't know, but guess what? I'm gonna wait and see. Nothing, nothing, nothing. This one, maybe you could say, but I don't know exactly where I'm targeting from here, right? There's really nowhere to target. Um, this would probably be another one, but again, there's nowhere to target. Luckily, I did it. So now we have a sweep of liquidity. Okay, this would be great if we close above this. I would look back long. What's the time? 9:57. Yeah, we're getting a bit late. Yeah. So okay, cool. So no trading. No trade. That's fine. And well, we did get the one trade. Let's just see if it plays out. Uh, I kind of doubt it. There's a lot of room down here, but this would now be some form of a trade. What time is this? This now for me would be some form of a trade. However, I do notice that the 11 o'clock candle did make a low. Do have a wick. Yeah, that'll be a trade. Probably some form of break even. Anyways, let's keep pushing. It's New York session. Again, no trades till 9:45, which is here. All right. Where are we? Extremely bullish. We did just. Did we take this high? I'm not too sure. Did we take this? Oh, come on now. Did we take this high? Yes, we did. All right, cool. So we took the high. In theory, we'd be short. Very much so, short. This is a 9:45 candle. I don't enter on the 9:45 candle, but yeah, we'd be short. Let's see. Where can I get in something from? This is probably going to go, if I'm looking at this, right? This is very clearly a massive push up. I don't think this goes to the two standard deviations, which is all the way down here. It may, but I don't think it will. So I'd probably look somewhere in between, maybe this low is probably what I would look to target. So just kind of, this low is probably some form of a target that I would look for. Now, does this, if we're looking at this right now, and we see that we've had this kind of push, what is it that we're looking at? Is this the best trade that I can possibly take? Enter here, close here. In my opinion, I don't really think so. Yes, we did come through. We did sweep liquidity. However, in my opinion, it's just a little bit too early for that. Longs, if it is, we want to go longs because I don't have enough confirmations. Now we close above here, then I'd be in long, which doesn't appear to be the case. Now we have the single legged order block. Have not closed below. Now we have. So now this would be a short. I put my stop above, target this low, just barely a 2R. Probably could have taken that first one to be honest, but whatever. Place order, save. Let's see what happens. Smoked. Damn, I put my stop the wrong place actually. So what I've been testing is putting my stop above the order block or the highest part of the order block range. So like this, which is this one. In any case, it would have been a loss anyway, so it doesn't matter for this particular scenario. But yeah, so okay, cool, loss, whatever. Now we have equals this. I'm gonna hop in again, and this is all part of the learning experience for me. All part of the learning experience for me, which is fine. I'm not going to tell you that I know what this model does, but I do know this is 50% off for sure. Clearly just got in a little bit too early. Break even. And let's see what happens. Boom. So, I mean, bias was correct all along. Execution a little bit off, but that's okay. It happens. I think the main thing with this whole just strategy that I'm testing is whether or not, if you have your bias correct, you should be able to trade this particular model. If your bias is correct, you have your sweep of liquidity, there should be no issues, which we see. Bias was correct here. I thought we had this sweep of liquidity from this high, clearly not. Came back, swept it again, and then we pushed lower. So it is what it is. Take the loss on the chin, keep it pushing. Now, do we have any form of entry in this leg on an inverse FEG model? Absolutely not. We know what the bias is, but we can't get in. And that's the whole premise as to why I started kind of looking at this. Well, it just kind of popped in my head on Thursday of last week. Thursday and Friday, I was just seeing them. I was like, yo, this is an entry. This is an entry. This is an order block. This makes sense. Why am I not in it? But I didn't have the data numbers, so I didn't bother. All right. So now, damn it, I moved too fast. Um, I was going to say now, what do we look at? Right. We have this single candle, FEG, not FEG, order block, sweeps liquidity. We close above here. Where are we going? Right? Where is the most logical place for us to go? We have this, and we have this. I don't necessarily know if we're going all the way up there, but there's definitely some form of in my opinion, a 50% that we could take profits off of, right? So probably somewhere in this region is probably the target, which is this high. I don't know. I think I should. No, I'm already at two trades for the day, so I probably shouldn't take it. But let's just watch and see what happens. All right, and that would have been the trade. All right. Let me do it for data purposes. Data purposes. In this particular phase, I'm trying to collect data, which will help me with my. What I've noticed is that like my data phases help me a lot more with my psychology than anything else. Because if I know the percentages, if I know I can take this trade four times out of five, so this will be technically the order block. This is what sweeps liquidity, fails, and then things. If I know that I can take this trade four times out of five and win it, I have a lot more confidence going into the trade personally. That's just how I'm kind of hardwired. I like to do it kind of like 50% of the range. I take 50% off. Something like this, I'll take like 50% off. Go to break even. If price comes back to my entry, then I probably shouldn't be in it anyways. And then I just kind of let the rest run. Boom. So yeah, that's probably going to be it for the day. I probably would not trade any more than this. Now, is there an inverse? Absolutely. In this particular case, I'd more than likely just wait for the inverse. Just here, um, entry here, stop below that candle. Probably target the same kind of deal. But yeah, this is really, as I said, a secondary entry model criteria. If it is that I don't have this inverse here, let's just kind of play through, see what happens. Yeah, 10:51. Yeah, okay, cool. So the day's done. Next day. Ooh, this is interesting. Okay, 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 okay. So let's go to 9:45. Oh, we have news at 10, so let's go to 10 o'clock actually. There we go. All right. So for me, right, what are we seeing? Very clear shift liquidity, bullish order block. We have not closed below. Wait for the close below, like so. Personally, this is how I would take it. But is this counter? Have we taken liquidity? What's going on? Have we taken liquidity is a great question, actually. Let's see here. Yeah, so we've swept liquidity, all right? Very clearly swept liquidity. So since we swept liquidity, I'm expecting some form of reaction. This is, I need to cover this candle. Target, I don't know, 2 standard deviations of this wick is usually how I would do it. So target something like this, all right? That is essentially the trade that I'm looking for. So let's place order. And guess what? I can be very much wrong on this. I'm still trying to feel out which ones work and which ones don't. So I'm not stressed about whether I take losses or not at this particular stage. I wonder if that went to 50% or not of that range. Boom. So now I'm going break even for sure. I'm going to take 50% here, going break even, and I don't care what happens anymore. I actually do think we come up and we smack this out of the park. Yeah, we're taking this. But that's fine. All right. Why are we taking this? Why are we now going bullish? Well, two things. One, came into an order block, a single candle order block at that. All right. We also just broke an inverse FEG. So for me, this is the inverse FEG entry. Long, boom, stop below this candle, and we probably target these highs. All right. Let's just see. I'm still in that inverse technically. I didn't get stopped out as yet. Let's see what I tell you. So yeah, I mean, yes, this is a trade, um, and a good one nonetheless. Probably could have been a little bit more conservative and just taken it at the single candle order block, but whatever. Um, was there another entry anywhere along the way? No, not really. I mean, these are all inverse. These are beautiful inverses. Those are the ones I like to take the most. So, 11 o'clock. All right, cool. Next one. Jeez, this is a bit ridiculous. Um, Now, I haven't seen anything like this where we have like a massive kind of candle like this. I don't know what happens in terms of how the model will play out. All right, cool. 9:45. What do I expect to happen? I don't have a clue, if I'm being honest. Okay, clearly we are bearish. Now, how do I view this? I kind of view this as a failed FEG. Of, right? We did come in, we did sweep liquidity. This one I'm a little hesitant about out of all the ones so far because this hour candle doesn't look very good. It definitely looks like a bearish leaning candle. Um, Personally, not one that I would take based off what I know of the model so far. Um, do we have the criteria? Criteria. Let's ask ourselves that, right? Did we sweep liquidity? Yes. Great. Do we have an inverse? Well, not really an inverse. Do we have a single candle order block? Technically, this is a single candle order block. This is a two candle order block that came down and saw liquidity. We came into the inverse. We came into the FEG. We disrespected the FEG because we reacted and then immediately broke through. So technically, this will be an inverse as well. On an inverse, statistic, I'd probably take it and I'd probably get smoked. But I'm gonna do this anyways. And for targets, where am I targeting? The high. Let's place the order and let's see what goes on. I'm gonna go break even here. Very quick break even. I'm gonna take my first partial here. Oh shit, I should be break even. So let's see. Break even trade. There we go. So was it correct? Yeah, technically. Um, and I think that's good trade management in this particular trade. Um, but yeah, I don't want to have to go break even that fast. When trading this particular model. And if you look at the hour chart, I mean, it goes back while saying this looks very bullish. Sorry, this looks very bearish just because of the rejection of the highs, swept liquidity. Now we're probably going to go lower. Uh, is there some form of inverse I can take? No. Is there some form of what do you call this? Single order block? SBO is what I'm going to call it. Is there an SBO? No. SBO. Yes. Does it make sense with the bias? Not really. Does it follow the what do you call it? The trend? No. Should I take it? Probably not. So I'm gonna play through and see what happens. If it hits, it hits. If not, it's not. But my brain is telling me not to take this. I'd still, yeah, my brain's right now. Ah, shoot, I went one too far. Damn it. Now my brain's telling me to take this. I went one too far, so I'm just gonna replay one bar here. All right, cool. So now my brain's telling me, yeah, this one follows our trend. This one follows um where I follows my. Oh, geez, this stop is huge. That's what I'm looking at. Um, I'm looking at how big the stop is. This doesn't quite fit my trading style at all. I'm not even a 2 to 1, man. Jeez. Yeah, this doesn't fit my trading style. I like usually the lowest I typically go is like a 2.3 R. Um, I don't like this at all. I'm gonna play this out. I think this one works. It's pro trend. We have our liquidity that's swept. We have our SBO, but um, yeah, I probably would have gone not necessarily smoked on this, but yeah, I would have gone smoked on it. Why? I don't know. My brain kind of tells me which ones are good, which ones aren't, with how the development of prices. I don't know why I knew this one wasn't good, but it just kind of told me it wasn't. Usually, if the R isn't very favorable, usually it's a bad trade based off my style. I don't know. Um, but yeah. So now we've come up. Now we've swept liquidity. Now it's a bit. The hour chart isn't telling me anything. This isn't telling me anything. Yes, we did sweep liquidity. There's no inverses anywhere. We're building a lot of buy side. All right, one, two, three. This one I don't really know about. And because I don't know, I probably should trade it though for data purposes, but I really don't. I don't know. This one probably fits the mold better than the other ones. All right, this is already a 2R, but I'll be taking this. I'll be taking this pretty low, man. I'll be taking this down here, if I'm being honest. All right, let's see. I'm getting smoked. Yeah, I'm getting smoked. And that's all right. So it's actually a very tough price action. It did already kind of sweep liquidity in here. Oh, I hadn't quite noticed that, you know. This is my fault. We swept the low here already, so we should be about bullish. That's kind of my fault. It's kind of my fault. It's kind of my fault. Oh well. I'll leave that on there because technically it did fit the bill, but well, trend wise, not so much. Yeah, trend wise, this didn't fit the bill. If I'm being honest. Why? Because the trend, I want to trade in accordance with H1 trend, or what I expect the H1 trend to be, right? Or what the H1 trend is. At this particular point, we've already pulled back this far. We've already swept liquidity at the lows. This is technically now a shift in direction, right? I wouldn't expect price to come back down from here. Why? Because we've already shifted order flow. There's no point us coming back. Um, so yeah, that's bad on my part. In any case, this is already telling me we're bullish. Listen here, this inverse. It didn't catch that either. So yeah, that's probably not the best trade to take at what? Yeah, probably not the it's fine. Probably not the best trade to take. This might just be a no trade kind of day. This would have been the trade down here. Times it 45. Now I'd be looking short again. We've just swept internal. It's broken here. Oh, no trade, man. No trade. It's cool. Oh, mm. When I look at this, I see liquidity being swept. I see inverse entry high, a little too big. I see that we came into that inverse area or even this FEG. We respected it. I see we have a single block or a single candle order block. I see we have liquidity down here. I mean, I don't think the trade is bad. I actually think this is a very good trade, and I think if we lose on this, fine. But I think this is a good trade. Too much petering, powdering. We're getting smoked. Yeah, too much petering and powdering. But I think that one's probably the best trade. Ooh, time. Yeah, time. Yeah, this kind of invalidates it a little bit. I don't really trade past 1050, if I'm being honest. Time. Yeah. But I think if that was a 1040, I think that's a really good trade. Time invalidates that one, unfortunately. All right, so let's do 945. Interesting. 45. All right, what am I expecting? Sweep of liquidity. Price looks a little swamped. I would say we're probably going short. Long. I'd enter there long. That would have been a beauty. Whew. On the inverse, oh my days. I'd enter here long. Oh my goodness gracious me. Easy money. Quick as you like. Easy money. Oh, no, that's a little too far. Let's see here. Okay. Um, this one technically works, but it's a bit weird. This one works, but it's a bit weird. This one doesn't technically take liquidity, but it's a continuation. This kind of pullback is the liquidity that's swept, so this is actually a good. This one here is a good trade, actually. So, especially since I know my bias is bullish. No, not that one. This one. Now, where am I targeting with this one is the question. Cover the low. I guess the only place to target is the two standard deviations of this particular move. This is a very long target. Jesus, that's a very long target. But it's the only place we can target. It's very long. Very long. Very, very long. Place order. Let's see what happens. All right, I'd probably go 50% off there. Let me check the time real quick. 10:23. 50% break even. Let it run. Jesus. Wow. I pray for the day I can catch one of those real life. That'd be amazing. Um, Second to that though, whoops. I mean, we also do have this bad boy, which is this inverse in here. This particular inverse in here. As you can see, stop will come out here. It's a matter of where to target. Yeah, really good. That's a fantastic trade, actually. Okay, well, go to New York session. I pray I can get one of those in my lifetime. That'd be amazing. 945, 45. All right, but price has taken the high. A bit ambiguous here in terms of where price wants to go. I think that's probably the I think that's probably the entry. That would have been one trade there, but I don't think the R would have been preferable. Yee. Yeah, that's a short entry right there. Way to write him a break even. Easy. Target would have been smacked. Smacked again. Oh, damn, missed it. Ah, shit. This one. Brain not working. Security info. I've never seen that in my life. This one's also single order block. Single candle order block. Why? We have the push up, sweep security, order block. I mean, we technically are already in this from up here. If we're not, we can wait for one of these. Cover the high. Target the two standard deviations of this push. That's what we should be targeting. Damn, that's hella far. That's hella far. Well, I don't get paid to think. I get paid to execute my game plan. I'll go break even at this point. Shit's there. Thank God. Oh yeah, 50% easy. I do 50% at 50% of whatever I take. You know. Oh no way! Did that just? No way! No way! Did that just? Oh, that just. Oh well, I'm an idiot because this is the. Hold up. This is a liquidity. Oh yeah. Nah. Nah, nah, nah. I just got violated. I'm gonna do that again. That's a big win there. I just got violated. So let me do that again. All right, bet. So you're doing this. Oops. Place order. Now we are doing. All right, we're doing there. 50% close. Yeah, that makes sense. But now, okay. Yeah. 10:04. Damn, it's the beginning of the day. I might be able to get another trade in here. Actually, I can't take any type of inverse from here. Oh, that was one. Not really was that one. This was the one you should have been taking. This one right here. But target this low. I'm gonna take this one. My stop should be down here. I don't want it to be. That's where it should be. And I'm gonna target this. So I'm gonna do 50% of that wick. Like that. Boom. Why is this not? Could get smoked here. Getting smoked for sure. It's I don't know why I'm taking that. I'm getting to the point right now where I'm right this second. I'm getting to the point now where I'm kind of rushing it to get a trade, mainly because I'm new to it, and also because not necessarily all of them look the same, but all of them look the same. And I'm trying to catch reversals that I shouldn't be trying to catch because where are we going? Price is clearly going down. So if we're looking like this and we're clearly going down, why the hell am I looking long? That's just dumb. Well, this is the inverse right here, so this is officially long territory. This one here should be the entry to go long, and it's not. Get smoked there. 11 o'clock on to the next. What day is this now? Thursday. All right, I'm gonna end off of this week. 9:45. Let's see. Damn, very clearly going short. 45. All right, bet. So what does price show me? Where are we going? Going short. I say I would want this liquidity to get swept before we do anything. This is kind of indicating the same. Maybe it's better just to wait till 10 o'clock. That could be a trade, but doubtful. And it was. Even though, yes, this was correct, I would have gone smoked. Yeah, there's also no inverse in this entire leg. Interesting. This here should be a trade targeting this high. Uh, the numbers don't make sense, but that should be a trade. Boom. The numbers on this doesn't make sense. I don't know if I should include this or not for the percentage. Um, because yes, it did play out, but at the same time, it's like that's not a trade I would take ever. But the percentages say that I should take it. I guess I'll take it, but it's not a trade I'd say I'd take, which is a bit annoying. If I do have 50% of the wick, does that make it better? 2.1. I guess it makes it better. Now this is the same type of deal, but this is gonna be way too big of a stop for me. Okay. Played out great, but again, way too big of a stop. I don't know, is this one that I should include? Dude, this stop is gonna be massive. Because I should be covering the high like that, targeting the low. Like to me, this doesn't. Well, not the low. These equal lows. But to me, like it's not a trade I would take. 1.75 R, absolutely not. Like this is a 2 R, but even so, I don't know. It's it for the percentages, but it's not. That's not a trade I would take. Even though yes, I saw it ahead of time. Not a trade I would take. I think the S. Oh shoot, I went a little too far. So this trade got deleted. I think. So let me redo it. Let me just redo the whole thing since that trade got deleted. So we got this. Great. So let me do this. Oh, don't want you like that. Alright, cool. So that got deleted. So let's do this. Let's do this. 50% of the wick. Something like that. I was at 2.1 R. It's a little lower. Yeah, like that. All right, place order. Okay. All right, bet. So now the next one is legit this one, which is kind of crazy how fast that moves. And we're targeting the equal lows down here. I mean, personally, I think it's going pretty well. I don't know what the percentages are, especially since this is taking into account absolutely zero um, inverse FEG kind of stuff. Because for me, this is the inverse, and that's where I'm taking it. So I take here, probably cover this high, and that's going to be my trade down. Which, in my opinion, works a whole lot better because now you're getting in here. Your stop is going to be like this, covering that candle, and your target is going to be like that. Yeah. That inverse trade there is way better than the initial trade. But it works nonetheless. So, I mean, this is already two trades. Where are we? Now we swept internal lows. We might be ready to go back long. Don't know yet. Yeah, probably. Oh, no. Right now, I don't necessarily have a bias. So my bias. Oh, this is Fed talks. Probably should have skipped the day. That would have been a good one. Take to the lows. Yeah, that would have been a good one. Let's go back. This one's also technically a good one. This one, but you're entering down here, covering this high to get there. It doesn't make sense. Versus this one, come into the liquidity, close. I mean, this might be the same thing when you're all said and done. Yeah, not a trade I'd take in real life. 1.3 R, absolutely not. Still better than this one though, but absolutely not. Even though yeah, it does work. Absolutely not a trade I'd take. Time 10:37. Yeah, not not good. Building liquidity. Take that liquidity and then go lower. It's 11. So yeah, that's kind of it. All right, last day I'm gonna do for this particular session. Let's go to 10 o'clock since we have news at 10. There yet? No. All right, bet. So 10 o'clock. What are we looking at? A really good reaction is what we're looking at. Pushing higher. Looks like well, right now we're pushing lower. Reacting to this type 1 on the hour chart. We do have this, which is great. Let's see what happens at this level, if anything at all. What level am I talking about? Talking about this, or even that. These are the absolute perfect inverse FEGs in my opinion. These ones run, especially if they take liquidity. This one doesn't. But these types of inverses, oh my god, those ones will run. This one does sweep liquidity here though. Yeah, this one's tough. I would have gone smoked on this 100%. This day, I would have been smoked. It's a bullish candle. I would prefer this to get tapped. I wonder if it got tapped on actual NQ like that. That's much better. Now we close above here, entry, long. Not a single candle anymore, so no entry. This one is a single candle. Um, However, I don't know. That would be it. I would have gone smoked on this one, but that's clearly the what you want to see. Or not. That's a much better entry right here. Or not, because now we have equal lows. Yeah, this is very difficult price action to read right this second. Um, If I'm looking inverse FEG wise, this would be the inverse here. So anything after this point is probably valid, but what I say, anything after this point, anything after this break here, like that, that's valid. I mean, you take your entry here, cover the low. You just wait for price to do its thing. Tough price action day though. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty much it for the day. I think I'm probably gonna be sitting around 65% win rate on this particular model. Let's just see here. Analytics. Wow, actually I'm sitting at 81%. It's not bad. It's not bad at all, actually. Thought I'd be down in the 60s. Yeah, I guess there were a couple invalid losses that I did take. But yeah, this model is moving along swimmingly. Um, loser six, 1%, average loss. I mean, if I'm losing, I'm losing quick, which is also good. Average win 1.89 R, best win 4.29. It's not bad at all. Well, this is very telling. This is very telling indeed. I mean, Tuesdays and Wednesdays clearly my best days to be trading this. Friday is almost like a 50% win rate, and maybe even not a 50% win rate. So maybe, don't use this what do you call it, strategy on a Friday. I don't know yet. I'm only 2 weeks into November. I'm only 6 weeks in, but this is kind of how we're rocking, right? So it's going well. I'll continue this little project in the next couple weeks and see if it's something that I want to integrate. As of right now, absolutely, I'd be integrating it. Um, but we'll see. We'll see. It is going well though. Can't lie. So yeah,